both 1 and 2, none of these. Think. Think for a while. Question is, they can help the poor, based only on that statement. They may help the poor, they will help the poor, both 1 and 2, none of these. Now, what is the past tense of may? Past tense of may is might. Past tense of may is might. Now, may and might are for uncertainty. May and might are for uncertainty, that is a doubt. Clear? Now, if I say I may come, if I say I may come, can you be sure that I come? No, you cannot be sure. Uncertain, doubt. So may and might are for uncertainty, that is a doubt. What is the past tense of will? Past tense of will is would. Will and would are for certainty, that is a fact. Will and would are for certainty, that is a fact. If I say I will come, sorry. If I say I will come, can you be sure that I come? You can be sure, right? So may and might are for uncertainty, that is a doubt. Will and would are for certainty, that is a fact. And can is for ability. Clear? Now tell me, is I can come same as I may come? Is I can come same as I may come? No, both are entirely different. Clear? I can come is entirely different from I may come. Right? Fine. Now come to the first option. Come to the statement once. They can help the poor. That means the statement talks about the ability of them to help the poor. What is the first option? They may help the poor. The first option talks about uncertainty, whereas the statement talks about ability. Ability and uncertainty both are entirely different. Clear? As that I can come is different from I may come. So uncertainty is entirely different from ability. So option 1 is eliminated. Clear? Based on that, 1 and 3 are gone, because 3 says both 1 and 2. Fine. Come to the second one. They will help the poor. Will stands for certainty or fact. Clear? Now if I say, I have the ability to take the class. I have the ability to take the class. Does it mean that I will take the class? No. I may sit at home with my ability sometimes. I may not come to the class. So ability, certainty, uncertainty, all three are entirely different from one another. Clear? So 2 is also gone. It must be option 4, none of these. Clear? So if what is there in the option is a fact, what is in the paragraph also must be a fact. If what is there in the option is a doubt, what is in the paragraph also must be a doubt. Hope it's clear. Right? Fine. Similarly, in the option, if it is a simile, S-I-M-I-L-E, I'll tell you what it is. In the option, if it is a simile, in the paragraph, the question, the statement is given as a question. In the question also, it must be a simile. In the option, if it is a simile, in the question also, it must be a simile. Likewise, in the option, if it is a metaphor, in the question also, it must be a metaphor. Simile, same thing. Metaphor also, same thing. Right? Now come to this. Simile and metaphor. Simile and metaphor. Simile and metaphor both refer to comparison. Comparison between two entities. Both refer to comparison between two entities. Not comparative degree adjectives. They are different. Comparative degree adjectives are different. Right? So simile and metaphor both refer to comparison. Comparison between two entities using like or as is termed as a simile. Comparison between two entities using like or as is termed as a simile. Clear? If I say, you're angry, I say, you are like a lion or you are as a lion. Both are fine. You are like a lion or you are as a lion. So if I say you are like a lion or you are as a lion, that means I'm comparing you with a lion, right? And the comparison is made using like or as. That is termed as a simile. Clear? Comparison between two entities using like or as is called a simile. Whereas comparison without using like or as is termed as a metaphor. Comparison between two entities without using like or as is called a metaphor. If I say, you are a lion. You are a lion. Are you a lion? No. If I say you are a lion, it doesn't mean that you are a lion. It also means that I'm comparing you with a lion. But the thing is, the comparison is made without using like or as. That is termed as a metaphor. Clear? So if what is there in the option is simile, in the paragraph also it must be a simile. The question also it must be a simile. Metaphor, same thing. Clear? If I say, Sachin is like God. Sachin is like God. Metaphor, simile. Simile. Because I'm comparing Sachin with God using like. Clear? Simile. What if I say, Sachin is God? Sachin is God. That is a metaphor. If I say Sachin is God, it doesn't mean that he is God. It also means that I'm comparing Sachin with God. But the thing is, the comparison is made without using like or as. That is termed as a metaphor. Clear? So in an option, if you find two entities getting compared, and if that is a simile, sorry, in the question also the same two entities must get compared, and that must also be a simile. If not, eliminate. Similarly, in an option, if you find two entities getting compared, and if that is a metaphor, in the paragraph also, the question also, the same two entities must get compared, and that must also be a metaphor. If not, eliminate. Clear? So this is the concept of simile and metaphor. Right? Now these concepts will surely help us eliminate options. So don't get stuck with any option. You have to keep eliminating options based only on these concepts. Clear? General, specific, comparative, superlative, fact, doubt, metaphor, simile, etc. Fine? Hope it's clear for you. No doubt? Right? Fine. I'll rub this one. Hope you have taken down this. I'll rub this, right? Now, as I said, in the case of reasoning questions or sentence correction questions, we must be able to understand the meaning of the sentence and the charge of the sentence. Whichever type of question it is, right? Logic based, grammar based, it doesn't matter. We must be able to understand the meaning of the sentence and the charge of the sentence. Clear? Now that means, as I said, we're going to focus on the context and the charge. We're going to focus on these two, right? And three topics will help us understand the context and identify the charge. The three topics are, one is punctuation marks. One is punctuation marks. As I said earlier, very important. Punctuation marks. Second one is word order. I'll tell you what. Word order. Third one is stress. S-T-R-E-S-S. S-T-R-E-S-S. Stress. So these three topics are important. And these three will help us understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of a sentence. Clear? And those are two important things we need to focus on, in fact. Right? Punctuation marks, word order, and stress. Come to the first one. Punctuation marks. Now you know what punctuation marks are. Full stop, comma, colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, etc. Right? Now when the position of the punctuation mark changes, the meaning of the sentence gets entirely changed. That is, the context changes as well as the charge changes. So the context and the charge may change with a single punctuation mark sometimes. Clear? So punctuation marks deserve a lot of importance while reading a sentence, right? Now, there's a famous example in English that shows the importance of punctuation marks. You might have come across this sentence: hang him not, let him free. Hang him not, let him free, right? An author frames a sentence with only one meaning, right? So when we read that sentence, we should get the exact meaning that the author has in mind. If that doesn't happen, then moving on to the options is of no use. Clear? So you must be able to understand the meaning of every sentence that you come across, right? Now, a sentence should convey only one meaning. A sentence should convey only one meaning. If a sentence conveys more than one meaning, that particular sentence is termed as ambiguous. Ambiguous. What do you mean by ambiguity? Confusion, unclear, etc. Clear? So a sentence should convey only one meaning. If a sentence conveys more than one meaning, that particular sentence is termed as ambiguous. Clear? Fine. Now come to the sentence: hang him not, let him free. This sentence contains only one punctuation mark. That is a full stop at the end. Right? That is a full stop at the end. Read this sentence and tell me, how many meanings does this sentence convey? How many meanings does this sentence convey? Two meanings. One is, hang him, not let him free. He should be hanged. He should not be free. That is one. Another meaning is, hang him not, let him free. He should not be hanged, he should be let free. So this sentence conveys two meanings, right? Say this sentence is ambiguous. Fine? Right. Yeah, fine. So this sentence conveys two meanings. One is, hang him, not let him free. That means he should be hanged, he should not be let free. Another meaning is, hang him not, let him free. That means he should not be hanged, he should be let free. So this sentence conveys two meanings. So I can say this sentence is ambiguous. Clear? Fine. Now, I am the author and you are the readers. Clear? I place a comma here. A comma is a punctuation mark, right? So when you start reading this sentence, you should keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. Clear? You should keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. This particular part is termed as an idea unit. This particular part is termed as an idea unit. That means an author places a punctuation mark after an idea unit. An author places a punctuation mark after an idea unit. So this is one idea unit and this is another idea unit. Clear? So there are two idea units in this particular sentence. This is one, this is one. Now how will you read this sentence? Now this sentence can be read only in one way. Hang him not, let him free. That is the only way of reading the sentence now. Hang him not, let him free. Now tell me, how many meanings are there? Now how many meanings are there in this conveyed by this particular sentence? Now there is only one meaning because there is only one way of reading this sentence. Hang him not, let him free means he should not be hanged. He should be let free. That is the only meaning for this sentence now. Hang him not, let him free means he should not be hanged, he should be let free. That's the only meaning. So now this sentence is not ambiguous. Clear? Fine. Now tell me, the whole sentence now is negatively charged or positively charged? The whole sentence now is negatively charged or positively charged? This is one idea, this is another idea. Clear? Fine. Come to the first idea. Hang him not. Negative, positive. hang him not. Hang him not is positive because of which concept? Double negation. Hang is a negative word. Not is also a negative word. Two negative terms coming together, double negation, hang him not becomes a positive idea. It will don't miss any concept. Come to the second one. Let him free. Negative, positive? Positive. Now this sentence has only one meaning and the whole sentence is positively charged. Clear? Fine. Now, I'm not changing the words. I'm not changing the order of the words. I just change the position of the punctuation mark from here to here. Now this is one idea unit. This is another idea unit. Clear? Now how will you read this sentence? Hang him, not let him free. That is the only way of reading this sentence now. Hang him, not let him free. How many meanings are there? Only one meaning, because there's only one way of reading this sentence. Hang him, not let him free. Means what? He should be hanged, sorry. He should not be let free. Now tell me, is this the same meaning as the earlier one? No. It's just the entirely opposite meaning. Hang him, not let him free means he should be hanged. He should not be let free. It's just the entirely opposite meaning. Clear? Now tell me, the whole sentence is negatively charged or positively charged? Hang him, negative, positive. Negative. Not let him free, negative, positive. Negative. Clear? So when the position of the punctuation mark changed, the meaning of the sentence got entirely changed. That is, the context changed as well as the charge changed. Clear? So it is a must that you keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. Clear? Then only you will be able to understand the meaning of the sentence as well as the charge of the sentence. So it is a must that you pause, and pause only at places where you find punctuation marks. Clear? Then you will be able to understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of a sentence. So punctuation marks deserve a lot of importance while reading. Clear? What if I write a statement like this? Let's eat grandpa. Full stop. Let's eat grandpa. What does it mean? Let's eat grandpa. Does it mean that you're inviting grandpa to eat with you? No. Right? This sentence contains only one punctuation mark. That means the whole thing is a single idea unit. So whole sentence must be read at a single stretch. Let's eat grandpa means what? Okay, I replace the word grandpa with chicken. Let's eat chicken. That means what? We shall eat chicken. So let's eat grandpa means what? We shall eat grandpa. Right? Anyways, we cannot eat grandpa. So this sentence does not make any sense at all. Clear? Now, I place a comma here after eat. Let's eat grandpa. Means what? Now it means that you are inviting grandpa to eat with you. Clear? Let's eat, comma, grandpa means let's eat grandpa. That means you are inviting grandpa to have with you. Right? So meaning changes. The charge also changes with a single punctuation mark. So make sure that you keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. Clear? So punctuation marks deserve a lot of importance while reading. Fine? Hope it's clear. Now, when I say punctuation marks, these punctuation marks deserve more importance. Colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. These punctuation marks deserve more importance while reading. Now these punctuation marks like colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, they are termed as appositions. A-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. Appositions. You know what is opposition? Something that is against or opposite, right? Apposition is the opposite of opposition. Apposition means something that is supporting. Clear? So colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, these are termed as appositions. Now the rule is this: what comes after an apposition? What comes after an apposition? Supports or gives reasons to or explains what comes before it. What comes after an apposition supports or gives reasons to or explains what comes before it. That means if you are not able to understand the first part, just read the second part. Similarly, if you are not able to understand the second part, just read the first part. Because the rule is this: what comes after an apposition supports or gives reasons to or explains what comes before it. Clear? That means if what comes before the apposition is positive, what comes after the apposition must also be positive. I'll tell you why. Similarly, if what comes before the apposition is negative, what comes after the apposition must also be negative. Because as I said, what comes after an apposition supports or gives reasons to or explains what comes before it. Clear? Right? What comes after an apposition supports or gives reasons to or explains what comes before it. Clear? Now, what do you mean by support? Support negative means what? Positive, positive, or negative, negative. Support, remember. Similarly, gives reasons to is same as cause and effect. Right? Reason positive, result also positive. Reason negative, result also negative. That's what I said. If what comes before the apposition is positive, what comes after it must also be positive. If what comes before the apposition is negative, what comes after it must also be negative. So these punctuation marks must be given more importance while reading. Right? So that's it about punctuation marks. They deserve a lot of importance. Clear? Hope it's clear. Right? Fine. Now, come to the second one. Word order. Word order means the order in which the words are arranged in a sentence. Clear? You must be able to understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of a sentence based on the order in which the words are arranged. Clear? When the word order changes, the meaning of the sentence gets entirely changed. That is, the context changes as well as the charge changes. So the context and the charge may change with a single punctuation. The context and the charge may change when the word order changes. So you must be able to understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of a sentence, as I said, based on the order in which the words are arranged. Clear? Now, if I write a statement like, only Ram can do that work. Only Ram can do that work. A single sentence. Now here, I placed only one punctuation mark in this sentence. That is the full stop. Clear? Only Ram can do that work. That means the whole sentence, from the beginning till the end, is a single idea unit. Clear? Because I placed only one punctuation mark. So the whole sentence is a single idea unit. So the whole sentence must be read at a single stretch. Only Ram can do that work. Right? Now tell me, am I praising him or letting him down? Am I praising him or letting him down? If I am praising him, the charge must be positive. If I am letting him down, the charge must be negative. Clear? Fine. Only Ram can do that work. Praising him or letting him down? I am praising him. If I say only Ram can do that work, that means Ram is the only person who can do that work. No one else can do that work. So I am praising him, the charge becomes positive. Clear? Now, I am not changing the words. I just change the order of the words and write, Ram can do that work only. Ram can do that work only. Now tell me, am I praising him or letting him down? Now I am letting him down. If I say Ram can do that work only, that means that is the only work he can do. He cannot do any other work. Clear? So now I am letting him down. The charge becomes negative. So when the word order changes, the meaning changes as well as the charge changes. Clear? So understand the meaning and the charge of every sentence with the help of concepts we discussed. Clear? Right. To make it a little more precise, I'll tell you an idea. And I'll give you a sentence. Right? You must tell me whether my idea is getting conveyed through that sentence or not. Clear? Fine. Listen to my idea. This is my idea. I am going with my wife to sell my land. Land. I am going with my wife to sell my land. For that, I need leave. I request a leave for 2 days. Clear? I'm going with my wife to sell my land. For that, I request a leave for 2 days. Clear? I repeat. I'm going with my wife to sell my land. For that, I request a leave for 2 days. Clear? Fine. Here, please take down the sentence. Right. As I have to go. I'll write down as well. As I have to go to sell my land, along with my wife, comma. Now, till here, it's one idea unit. I told you, when you start reading a sentence, keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. That particular part is termed as idea unit. So this is a single idea unit. Along with my wife, comma. Please grant me leave. For 2 days. Full stop. Now this is another idea unit. Please grant me leave for 2 days. Right. Once again, I received a question. Sir, is comma an apposition? Now, comma is not an apposition. Clear? The comma in a sentence tells us about the number of ideas in the sentence. Clear? Comma is not an apposition. Now, if I said earlier, hang him not, let him free. Hang him not, comma, let him free. So, comma is there telling us that there are 2 ideas in this sentence. Hang him not is one idea, let him free is another idea. So, comma is not an apposition. A comma tells us about the number of ideas in a sentence. That's it. Clear? Appositions are colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. Right? Prayas from Jaipur has asked a question. Fine, Prayas? Right. Come to this one. So, here, Prayas, same thing. Comma is placed here. So, comma tells us that there are 2 ideas in this sentence. From here till wife is one idea. Then from here till the end is another idea. Clear? Right. Now my idea was, I'm going with my wife to sell my land. For that I need leave for 2 days. This is my idea. My question is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? Is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? Now here, as is an indicator, a keyword. What indicator? Cause and effect indicator, connecting a reason and a result. Then, along with is also an indicator. What indicator? Support indicator. Right? I gave it in the list of support indicators. Now you have to think about the 2 words or the 2 ideas or 2 words getting connected by every indicator. Clear? Think about the 2 ideas being connected by every indicator. Right? Now one more thing is, this punctuation marks matter a lot. I told you, once you start reading this sentence, keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark, giving importance to indicators and all. Clear? Fine. So read this sentence, giving importance to idea units, indicators, and then tell me, is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? Is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? Think about the 2 words getting connected by indicator. Now, usually, this punctuation mark, especially comma, and conjunctions. You know what conjunctions are, right? I told you all indicators and conjunctions. Punctuation marks and conjunctions tell us about the number of ideas. Clear? Punctuation marks and conjunctions tell us about the number of ideas. Because every indicator connects 2 ideas. Maybe the ideas will be very short, sometimes very long. That's the only difference. Clear? Anyways, comma is not an apposition. Comma tells us about the number of ideas in the sentence. Clear? Now, is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? You have to read this sentence stressing on indicators. That means giving importance to indicators. Clear? Give importance to indicators, punctuation marks, read it and tell me, is my idea getting conveyed or not? My idea, I repeat, I'm going with my wife to sell my land. For that, I need leave for 2 days. For that, I request a leave for 2 days. Is my idea getting conveyed through this sentence or not? Think for a while. Is my idea getting conveyed? My idea is not getting conveyed. In fact, some other idea is conveyed. Clear? Read this sentence, giving importance to indicators and all. Clear? Fine. Now, the thing is, this sentence says, as I have to go to sell my land along with my wife. Right? Now, along with the support indicator. Which are the two words getting connected by along with? One is my land and the other one is my wife. So, as I have to go to sell my land along with my wife means I am selling my land also my wife. That is the meaning of this particular sentence. Clear? Because along with here connects my land and my wife. So, if I say as I have to go to sell my land along with my wife means I am selling both land as well as my wife. Now, I didn't say that. According to my idea, I'm going with my wife to sell my land. For that, I request a leave for 2 days. Do one thing, rearrange the words. Don't change the words. Rearrange the words and tell me the right sentence. Now, my idea is not conveyed because of word order. That's what I said. Don't change the words. You rearrange the same words and tell me in a way that conveys my idea. I said I'm going with my wife. The sentence must be like this. As I have to go along with my wife to sell my land, please grant me leave for 2 days. Now my idea is conveyed. I said I'm going with my wife. So, as I have to go along with my wife, as I have to go along with my wife to sell my land, please grant me leave for 2 days. So now my idea is conveyed. So understand the meaning of every sentence based on the order in which the words are used. Clear? Fine. So for the time being, I'll stop it here. The rest we'll discuss in the next session. Right? Thank you so much.